So you want to become a YouTuber.
What's up? I'm KBHD here.
I recreated every single set from Squid Game in real life.
Day 7 of trying to make it back home to America.
But you have no idea where to start. Maybe you're a student, maybe you're an entrepreneur, maybe you are an artist and you want to make a channel and grow it, and you just like the idea of doing YouTube. And whether you want to do it for money or fame or just for fun, we're gonna break it down on exactly how you can grow a successful YouTube channel. The number one thing I recommend you do if you're going to go YouTube is look inwards before you go outwards. Meaning, what are the things you are excited to talk about? What are the things you are good at already? What are the things you already understand or know? If you want to just have a successful channel at the start, you can look at the skills that you have, okay? So you can go, all right, I'm a doctor, and I already know so much about biology and how the human body works and human anatomy, and maybe I can start giving life advice, or I can give health advice, or how to recover from sickness in these steps, or how to overcome a cold, or how to overcome a fever, etc. Now, what if you don't want to do it over a vocation like a job? What if you want to have a channel more with your passion? You can do that as well, because there's so many people that I see not do it on their passions because they think their passions aren't worthy of YouTube. So like, if I just use my girlfriend as an example, she's a pro boxer and she's a pro wrestler. Sheesh. And let's just say she doesn't feel like doing content on boxing. She's like, look, I love boxing, I really enjoy it, I just don't enjoy making content on boxing. Great, she doesn't have to make content on boxing. I would actually say don't grow your YouTube channel with that, because even if it's something that gives her an X factor right now, because she has an edge in the world because she's a female and she's a pro boxer, it's already such few people in the world. And so I know for a fact that if she starts making boxing content, it will do really well, and she will have on paper a successful channel that gets tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of views every month, if not more. However, if that's something that kills her spirit, then in the long run, she's not gonna keep that channel growing, and she's gonna end that channel anyways. So if we reverse engineer, just look at what you're passionate about now, because you're currently excited and passionate about it. Just build your channel talking about that thing. If you start with that foundation, you will always have a healthy long-term relationship with that channel. It's kind of like going into a relationship being somebody you're not, and then after 1 or 2 years, you realize you can't hold up that facade any longer. And so now it's either time to break up or show your true colors and who you actually are. And if your partner accepts you, now you can have an amazing relationship. And if they don't accept you, you actually have to leave. Same thing that happens with YouTube. And I'll give you my own example. I did my coding channel and I loved coding at the time. And after 6, 7, 8 years, I decided I don't love coding anymore. And I decided to change my mind and build a new channel. And you can also do that. So don't have this fear that you're going to be stuck in this world. And if you don't pick a niche, or if you do pick a niche, you're stuck in that for eternity. And there's so many people that give you bad fucking advice on YouTube and will tell you,
you want to become successful at YouTube, you gotta pick a niche and stick to it.
And none of it is true, guys. There's a million examples of everybody doing it differently. Go look at Ryan Trahan, one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, and he used to make content on running. He was a running guy, and now his channel has millions of views, and he does completely different types of videos and challenges. Look at Mr. Beast. His content was around playing Call of Duty, and he liked playing Call of Duty, and he liked talking over it.
How's it going, guys? It's been a while since I've done a commentary.
So his content was that. Now he's doing these crazy videos where Tom Brady, the most successful football player of all times, comes in at the 6-minute mark. He doesn't even promote him. He doesn't even say his hook at the start of the video. It's just like, oh, here's Tom Brady for like 5 seconds. If you want to get at that level, you have to do the things that you're passionate about, and that will allow you to grow your channel a lot faster. So if you're a new person that wants to create your channel, I would ask you, and let's do this exercise together. What are you good at, and what do you enjoy talking about? So if you enjoy talking about, like I'll use like Manas as an example because he's on this call with me. He loves Twitter. So like he loves learning about Twitter. He loves what everybody on Twitter is doing. So you can just talk about that. He can make a video talking about how to grow your Twitter to 1,000 followers. Now, he might come back to me and be like, oh, but I didn't grow my Twitter to 1,000 followers so I can talk about it. He can share his plan then on it. Here's my plan on growing to 1,000 followers on Twitter. So you don't have to be the expert or fake anything. He can just share his thoughts on what his plan is and just build in public. And you guys can do that too. You don't have to be an expert at that thing. The best advice I can tell you with YouTube is this. If you can make a video and feel like you got value out of just creating that video, you either grew or you learned something new or you just had fun making it, and that video gets no views, but you would still make a second video, that's when I can guarantee you'll become successful on YouTube. Do the thing that you enjoy so much that regardless of the views, you enjoy it. You do that and you repeat that long enough and learn from every single video and learn from your mistakes and then keep applying them to each new video that you make. I promise you're going to have a successful channel that you're going to love building and creating content on. Okay, so now let's say you're like, okay, Qazi, this is great. I like the heartfelt approach to this, but I also want to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. And you want to do that as fast as humanly possible. Well, then, if you want to play the big boy game, then let's play the big boy game.
Okay, man, let's do it.
And this is where it gets a little bit less about feelings and emotions, and it starts to get more about like, how do I strategize to make content that can go viral and reverse engineer it? Cool, let's talk about it.
All right, let's go.
One thing I would do immediately, if I know that your goal is to get as many views as possible and as quickly as possible, research your niche, like who's there. So let's say you want to make content on make money online or entrepreneurship. I would look at Iman Gadzhi's videos, Hamza videos, and I would take a look at the top performing videos. I would just write them out and I would start making content on those topics because I already know there's a demand and I would put my spin on it. So here's 40 books that I read that made me millions. This guy made it, Mark Tilbury. It got 1.5 or 2 million views in 2 months. Cool, I'm gonna make that, but with my own books. Done. You kind of take emotion almost out of it a little bit because you're literally just going after ideas that are proven, like guaranteed, almost proven to work. So you make content like that. Okay, second thing you could do is what I call proven virals. You could go, what are these viral video ideas that I know will work maybe in my niche? So let's say if I'm in the make money online niche, I see these videos that people go up to people and interview them and ask them, how did you make your money? And they will go up to rich people in Beverly Hills, in whatever parts of the world, rich neighborhoods, knock on doors and just say, hey, how did you get this place? How did you become rich? And those videos will always kill it in views. It gets millions of views. And because it's about money, the CPM is higher, meaning the AdSense pays you much, much, much higher than any other videos. So I would go after certain proven virals and just recreate them as best as I fucking could without obviously plagiarizing, but I would make my own thumbnail, my own title in a slightly different design than it's there. But I would still keep to like how the top people are doing it. I wouldn't worry about too much getting unique. I think you have to earn your right to become unique because most people try to become unique too fast on these YouTube and social media platforms, and that's a fucking problem. It would be like if you went to the gym and your coach showed you, hey, here's how you throw a hook, and you just went, that's not how I throw a hook, fuck that, this is my way of throwing a hook, and you just went, hi-ya, and you just did this, right? They'd be like, get the fuck out of my gym, dude. That there, how you would get better instead is if you go, you know what? I'm just going to throw this hook exactly like how you're throwing it. And I'm going to just practice it all. Like I'm going to practice throwing combinations and I'm going to do exactly everything you are saying, coach. And show me a jab and I'll throw a jab. And you fucking look at a man and you call him a duck. That's a fucking duck. Yes, sir. I will do everything precisely how you show me because I trust you. And then you throw your jab 100 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times until you become undeniable and good enough. And then you can develop your own style. You've earned the right to be unique and original. Look at Floyd Mayweather. He has these like shoulder rolls that he does, right? These shoulder rolls, and he has his defensive style. He developed his own style after he became good and learned all the basics and mastered them. Look at Canelo. He has his own powerful style of fighting. Anybody that's successful, they first mastered the basics, and you can't master the basics by just doing random shit. In the start, you gotta model intelligently and not copy. And so if I was you and I was just trying to get to 1,000 subs as fast as possible, I would just model the fuck out of success. What does success look like on YouTube? What's a successful video? How can I recreate it as fast as humanly possible, and how can I repeat that process as many times within a small time frame as humanly possible? If you do that, you're guaranteeing to go after big ideas that there's big interest in, doing it a similar style as proven success, changing it enough to not be plagiarism, to have it still be your own video. That will like literally almost guarantee success. And the reason why I am even sharing this advice is like, I want you to experience success, and I want you to experience a little bit of happiness from YouTube, because I know so many creators who are focusing so much on originality, never get any viewership, ultimately get disappointed and quit. Breaks my fucking heart. If you have to copy ethically and steal ethically to make a video that gets views for you to feel some level of fucking dopamine and love from YouTube so then you can continue giving it love that it deserves, so fucking be it. Steal my hacks, steal these ideas that I'm sharing with you right now, because once you get that little dopamine hit, you get confidence. You get this excitement that you can win on YouTube. You get this addiction like, fuck, I want to get another one of 10, another one of 10. But once you get that confidence and that dopamine, that drives you to do 10 to 100 times more work. And then you're more motivated to come up with your own ideas, because you're like, man, I know how to make successful things happen. If I want to have success again, I can just go back and replicate success at any given fucking time. But for now, let me work on original content, or let me take these concepts and make them way more original. It'll give you more confidence to execute on your ideas. You'll understand the basics and fundamentals way better. Because right now, if you just focus on originality, you don't know if your videos didn't get views because you didn't edit it right. You don't know if your video didn't get views because you didn't pick a hot enough topic. You don't know if your video didn't get enough views because your title sucked. And you also don't know if your video didn't get enough views because your thumbnail sucked, right? So there's way too many variables here, and you're not going to be successful. So we want to control the variables as much as possible. Okay, I see these people making how do you get rich videos, so I'm just gonna make a how do you get rich video. I see lots of viewership on people who do it in Beverly Hills. I'm just gonna fucking do it in Beverly Hills or a similar city. I see people asking these types of questions, so I'm gonna stick to similar questions. So model and learn as fast as you can, take notes, and just be a great observer. Replicate it as much as you humanly can without it falling into plagiarism category, right? Switch certain things around. If it's interviews, it's already gonna be different because you're interviewing people, and don't feel bad because literally millions of people create these fucking interview videos. It's okay. Like Jordan Welch does it, and now he's popping, and now that he's a big platform, he can also do lots of different styles of content. There's tons of people have done this type of stuff, so I wouldn't trip on any of that too much. Okay, so in my opinion, modeling intelligently without plagiarizing is the fastest human way possible where you can get to 1,000 subscribers that I've seen. A process that you can repeat across any channel, any niche, any platform, that is guaranteed to work. So if you want to get hope and you want to get to 1,000 subscribers and you want to do it in the fastest way possible, this is the way that you do it.